Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's hauled in by Dodson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gone! Gone! Gone!
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And right away, he lost the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Waters. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Leopard!
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of...
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Dodson. A good pickup there of 20 yards. To throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Looking to throw. And Stills over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff for Drake. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the give, this is Drake. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. safety valve here. That's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanders now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Darnold from the gun. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So now here come the Dolphins. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Gun! Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And complete. This is Albert Wilson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they're through the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. This is Dodson. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. Zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey. Leopard!
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. On 1st and goal, Howard. And now fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, now, lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So out now come the Jets. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Over!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Again, it's Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. Found his target, it's Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Watch it now, Barney! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Charles Harris able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On the handoff, this is Howard. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, watch him now, Barney! Barney!
To throw is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt.
First and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Avery Williamson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but Let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Gone!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover two because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly, read the football, and went and made the interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Powering his way. And this is taken in at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden. Trying not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
The last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Room to run inside the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Doyle. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He'll look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
Back to throw. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Jets. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go with Howard again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, here we go. Blue liner.
Now Howard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Gone. All right, here we go. Blue liner. Blue liner. Hey, alert 3. Watch him now, Barney. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They pitch out to Howard. He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 22-yard scamper, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
All right, now, look at
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Single.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, some strong running. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through them right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now back to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll try to run with Carson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for